Hi everybody, this is Azariel Flame here with another episode of North Witch for you. And I thought today that we would continue on with the lessons that we've been doing. If you've been following along, you should have now learned to ground and center by turning yourself into a tree. You should have learned to start doing box breathing. You should have learned to start incorporating the elements into your breathing. Now, your box breathing is going to be something that you're going to begin to start incorporating into everything that you do. Ideally, you should be breathing this way as often as you possibly can. Like I said before, you can be doing this sitting, walking, whatever you're doing, and this way you're using the full capacity of your lungs, which helps to, in turn, it'll benefit your health, it'll benefit your concentration, it will benefit your meditative abilities, it will help to open up your psychic abilities. There are tons and tons of benefits to actually using the box breathing technique. Now, once we started adding in the elements, now that makes it a little bit more complicated. So I hope that everybody continues working on that. You can be doing your box breathing while focusing on a single element, which is good if you just want to work with that specific energy. The other way to do it is to start adding in the elements to every portion of the breath. So then you would breathe deeply in as far as you can while visualizing the earth element. Again, that's that upside down triangle in black with the line through it. And then you would hold and focus on the fire element, which is the right side up triangle in red. And then you would hold and focus on the water element, which is that upside down triangle in blue. And then from there, you would focus on your next part of your breath. You would be focusing on the element of air, which is that right side up triangle in yellow. So this is another way that you can start incorporating the elements into your breathing. And what this will do is this will help breathe the elements into your body, cleanse out any impurities, and then breathe out the excess that is there. So by balancing the elements within your body, you're going to start to notice changes over time. You will begin to notice that you're more in tune with your senses, you're more in tune with what's going on around you. You'll notice that you might not be so anxious or depressed. There's tons and tons and tons of benefits to breathing with the elements and bringing this energy into your body. So this is something that can really, really benefit you. So now, why does this have anything to do with magic? Well, elemental energies are used in almost every magical tradition. Whether you're a sorcerer, you're a witch, you're a magician, whatever, elements work their way into almost everything because they're the basic building blocks of life. Just is what it is. It's basic alchemy and science. And I mean, obviously the elements that we know of today are much, much more and much broader, but the basic alchemical elements are still very much a part of our world and everything around us. So you can begin to then work with these energies with your breath. So elemental breathing is something that is very, very cool to start doing. You can start doing it with just your breath, and then eventually you'll be able to do it with your mind as well. So right now we're just focusing on doing it with breath, and we'll just keep working further and further into the elements as we go. So pick an element and do your research on it. Each one of these elements has different properties. They have different ways that they feel. They have different ways that they respond, different ways that they react. They have different properties for what they can do. If you want to ignite a passion, fire would be good for you. If you need help with mental clarity, then water could be good for you. If you are full of energy and you need to be brought down to earth, earth energy works great for grounding you. If you need to transmit ideas from one place to another, using the element of air is absolutely fantastic. So something that you can start doing and start practicing with is focus on the element that you want to use. So let's say, for example, I want to do some manifestation of money. Okay, so manifestation of money would have to do with earth. It's on the earthly plane, and using the element of earth, we can bring manifestation of success and money into our world. So now, how would I do this with just my breath? It's kind of crazy, isn't it? So start with things that are small so that it's easily attainable and it's something that you can work on moving forward. And you can become more and more complex with this as you go. But a basic thing that I like to do all the time just to test it, and I've talked about this before, is to manifest a coin with my date of birth on it. So then what you would do is you would do your grounding and centering, then you would do your box breathing and get yourself into that trance-like zone that comes with the box breathing over time. This might take you 15-20 minutes as you're beginning. You will be able to get into the trance that this induces faster and faster the more that you practice this. Eventually you'll be able to do it in like 10 breaths, and that's really cool and fast. So then what you would do is you would be doing your box breathing and you would focus on the element of earth. So then you would again draw out that alchemical symbol for earth clockwise in black, and then you would focus on that with your breathing. You'd breathe in the energy of earth and let it fill your body, and breathe out, and breathe in the energy and let it fill your body, and breathe out. And then you would have the thought and the intention that it is my will to find a 25-cent coin with my date of birth, 1989, on it. And you would focus on seeing that 25-cent coin, or whatever coin you want to manifest. It can be a penny, it can be whatever. And you would focus on seeing that in your mind's eye, inside of the earth symbol. And then what you can do is, while you are focusing on this and breathing on it, you're going to then breathe in the energy of the earth, hold your hands out like this, and this is called the triangle of manifestation, and you are going to focus that image of that coin through that hole in the middle, and then you are going to breathe in the energy of earth, and you are going to send your will out to the universe through the triangle of manifestation. You're going to breathe it through, hard and sharp, out into the universe. And as you do that, you are going to say, it is my will that this coin manifest quickly and efficiently in the name of the God of the sun and the goddess of the moon, so mote it be, my will is done. And then let that go and carry on with your day. Forget about it. And try this. And I want to see you guys comment below how this worked for you. Some of you might find this coin in a matter of hours. Some of you it might take a few days. Some of it might take a couple months. It's all going to depend on your level of concentration. But this is a cool way to begin practicing manifestation with the elements. Now, after you've sent out this manifestation, it's probably a good idea to ground and center. I should put that out there. Before you do any magic, ground and center. After you finish any magic, ground and center. Okay, so try these two simple things and report below in the comments how these work for you. And let's go from there. So thank you for tuning in. We are now going to be doing videos exclusively for Patreon. Specifically, we're going to be starting to do live stream courses. So if you'd like to be a part of those, please join our Patreon. We are also now going to be releasing videos for YouTube early to Patreon patrons, so you will get to see them before anyone else in the world does. And we now have some other cool perks on our Patreon. So check us out there, patreon.com/NorthWitchCo. Make sure you follow us on Facebook at Northwitch Magic Co. and follow us on Twitter at NorthWitchCo and on Instagram at NorthWitchCo. And if you like this video, like, subscribe, and share for your friends to see, and comment below the things that you would like to see us covering in our episodes and our video series. And thank you all for tuning in. I hope this helps you to ignite the light within, and have a wonderful day.